lucked out when I first.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Look at this.
What round thing?
Wow.
Good for you, Auburn.
I can't believe it. Tonight we are doing one of my favorite things of the entire holiday season. We, Mom and I, are going to get in the car and we're gonna go for a little car ride around the neighborhood. We're gonna look at all of the neighbors' Christmas lights, and you guys are coming along with me and with her. It's probably gonna be a lot of looking out the window and us commentating and speaking. So you guys will hear our voices but probably won't see us. And we're just gonna go look at some Christmas lights. So let's go. But first I wanted to tell you guys about the Christmas star. And you can probably see it. It's the lower one. And it's actually Saturn and Jupiter, right, Mom?
Correct.
And they're coming together. And it's almost gonna, it is gonna pick up on camera. That's so cool. They're so close to each other. I'm filming this on the night of the 21st. So if you are seeing this on the 22nd, when this video goes up, then you will probably be able to go out and look for it tonight. They will continue to get closer until Christmas Day. This has not happened since 1226, and it's not actually a star, and I should have started with that. It's actually two planets doing what's called a conjunction, so they're coming really close together, but all you have to do is go outside and look at them. We looked at them through binoculars earlier, and that gave us a really great view, but you can even see it with like the naked eye. These are our neighbors, Doug and Tammy, and I love their lights. I think they're so pretty wrapped around those palm trees. And these neighbors have bells in their tree and some great big light bulbs lined up like a little army. This neighbor has some icicle lights. That's a little bit ironic, but it has been a little bit chilly today. Well, this winter. And here's some non-lit reindeer and Santa.
They're usually lit very nice.
And three tiny little palm trees. Mom is not a fan of the white lights. I think they're pretty and classic. It does look a little boring on that house though. But I love how you get to see the trees through the windows. Maybe it's a little creepy. I don't really care. I love looking at trees through windows. They've got little Santas on their carriage lights, but I'm not a big fan of those light projectors. I just think they're cop-out. This little old lady did the best she could with the garland. The net lights on these bushes are really pretty. Mom has just told me she does not like the net lights, and I agree, it looks a little weird on that bush. But I think that these trees wrapped in those colored lights look so pretty. And there's a fountain back there in the lake for the neighborhood, or one of them, and they've got some ornaments. See, I think they're pretty, and they've got to be easy. At least they've got lights. So many of our neighbors don't have any lights at all. And those lights are gradually turning to color. That's cool. Another light projector, and then some yard ornaments. I love the tree though, that's cool.
In other places, but
We got a Mickey. Let's keep a Mickey tally, Mom. That's Mickey number 1 so far. Another light projector. And then here we've got a Santa in a North Pole Express plane. And another glimpse of the fountain. They've got a beautiful snowman and more net lights. And this house didn't do much at all. Just some candy canes in the front yard and a few little lighted things by the front door. Look how pretty that tree is in there, flashing all kinds of different colors. I think we've got another Mickey coming up here sometime. But this one's really pretty. I love how they wrapped their columns. Here's the next Mickey. Lights, lights, and a Mickey lamp. Look how pretty. Gosh, that's so cool.
see how this looks really sharp?
Yeah, no, I love the way these lights look. Do you like the red and white?
Yeah.
See, it doesn't have to be all colors.
Did you like that Christmas?
We do this with our house with the red and green bulbs and the carriage lights, but we don't do the projector. This neighbor actually owns the lawn mowing service, and their lights always look so good, and they decorate the side and the front of their house. And I love these colored lights. I love the big bulbs. Those are really pretty, and they've got a lot of yard to do. 3 Grinches, dang. More pretty colored lights. Lots and lots of candy canes in this yard. And another projector. And of course, since we're in Florida, we've got to have the wrapped palm trees and the
Little lost polar bears.
and the snowman because it all makes so much sense. And they've got a couple of little pretty trees and some garland. I think we found Mom's favorite house, which is basically Shrek colors. So blue, purple, green lights. Just all in a row. This house has kidnapped a snowman and kept it locked in the tower or the attic. But this house is full of joy. Very pretty, and candy canes. And this one has a Volkswagen. They must be going on a road trip. And I love how they wrapped their palm tree. I love the warm white lights like that. I think those are pretty. But the colored lights are pretty too. But I really like the big bulbs like on this house. And I don't mind the projector so much when it's combined with something else.
Look at this next one. Isn't that cool?
With the squiggly lights on the
No, the
bushes?
green.
Oh, you like the green rope lights. I think it looks like under cabinet lighting. This house also has a polar bear that's not going to pick up on camera. They've got a Santa in a sleigh. That's so cool. I squealed and Mom thinks I should do it for camera. I'm not sure that I can, but they've got minions on a little slide. And they've got like little icons in the windows. That's really cool. And Charlie Brown. Here's another house with colored lights. We just noticed that this house has some lights up, but they've got more lights so you can't even see because they're not even turned on. And these trees are covered in lights, but they're not even on. Wild. That's a shame. Lots more colored lights, but I love that tree. It even looks like a real tree, not just a triangle or an ice cream cone. That's really pretty. More colored lights. I love when they wrap their palm trees. We don't have a palm tree, so we can't wrap a palm tree. But look how pretty these colored lights are. I like these colored as opposed to those bluish ones. I like the warmer ones. Those are pretty. These icicle lights look pretty on camera. I think they look kind of tacky in person, but they're pretty on camera. But I love that they've got these lights draped over their driveway.
Look at all those lights hanging.
They do have a lot of icicle lights hanging. You can see. Gosh, look at that. But they're not even all on yet. So crazy. These neighbors went ham. They made their little bird bath a tree. Lots of lights there. So pretty. More copycats. And I say copycats because we did it first. Nobody else did it till we did it. No, it's true. In this neighborhood, nobody did it until we did, Mom. Also, you can talk. I don't know what made you feel like you couldn't talk. Hi, Frosty. But I kind of told them that you would be talking in the background and you haven't said a thing.
Oh, I've been talking.
There's
laughing,
another tree.
giggling.
Not on camera. Oh, pretty.
Those
Little
reindeer
reindeer.
are actual size.
Yeah, reindeer are really tiny. A lot of movies make them look enormous. They're actually not that big.
There's another Frosty.
Lots of snowmen. It hasn't been that cold here. It's been, oh, they've got 2 snowmen. Very cool. It's been cold.
3 snowmen. There's one up by the house.
Oh, there is another one up by the house with Santa. Here's another Santa. Have you guys heard that song, 77 Santas? We've got wreaths on the gate into the community. But 77 Santas is a song that I've heard before, haven't heard it in a really long time. And then I heard it on the radio the other day and it just brought back, you know, the memory of the lyrics, and I wanted to share with you guys. If you haven't heard it, go look it up. Go listen to it.
2 more Frosties.
2 more snowmen.
4 more reindeer.
Another projector.
And a Santa with a black eye.
A black eye.
He's a pirate Santa, he is.
Icicle lights with a section out. I love icicle lights, but I hate when sections die like that. It's the worst. We've got a great big inflatable Grinch and a train. And you guys know I love trains. I was watching this neighbor put up his snowflakes a few days ago. I was walking by with the dog, and his son was outside jumping on a pogo stick, and I don't know about you guys, but I am not good at the pogo stick jumping. This is our next door neighbor, and he's got a Minnie Mouse because he's got a child who is in love with Minnie. We should have kept a Frosty tally instead of a Mickey tally. Mom really likes the red lights. I think they're pretty, but I think they can be a little bit harsh. You can see this neighbor has bistro lights, and you can see their tree, but they've got bistro lights in their enclosure. That's really pretty. And you can see they've done little trees on the side of their house. That's really pretty. But look at the front of their house. They did so much. This neighbor so far wins at the decoration war. We're not having one, but I still feel like they should win an award for all of the work they did. That's a lot of work, and it's beautiful, and all the lights work.
You notice the deer move?
They do. Oh my gosh, the deer do move. Yeah, I like this look. I like the big white bulbs, the big warm white bulbs. I think this is our first set of colored icicle lights for the night, but they're so pretty. Their tree changes color. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. This neighbor decorated the front and the back side of their house because you can see the back side of their house when you enter the neighborhood. And this neighbor has a Grinch that is, or a snowman. What is he doing?
Relaxing.
Looking cool? Looking cool. I love the Santa truck. And the side of the house is decorated too, very pretty. More plain white lights, and look at their tree. That's beautiful inside their house. And I love how they did their tree outside too. This tree looks like an octopus with lots of tentacles. Mom thinks it's a little spooky, and I could see that.
You got Snoopy.
I do like the icicles coming out of that tree though, that's pretty. That is a great big reindeer. He's got to be 6 feet tall. That is not life-size. They're not that big. They're not that big. And they did red and green bushes and some candy cane trees. That's pretty nice. And they did some colored lights. Pretty. This is weird because the color of their lights changes right there on their garage door, but they tried. And they did a lot, so they get a pass.
Sheriff deputy.
The Orange County Sheriff's Deputy did quite a bit on his house. Very pretty. Wow, look at those lights. Very pretty. I love the palm trees. This house did quite a lot. It's funny because some of these houses in the neighborhood that usually do lights didn't do lights this year. So some houses don't have anything and they look like this. And that's so weird because usually the houses in this neighborhood do quite a bit. And I would think that with being home this year, they would have had more time to do lights. But they just did wreaths and they did one line of lights. Not that that's not pretty, but a lot of these houses did so much more in years past. It's so odd to see so many houses look like this. This house has a little girl who is learning how to hula, and so she will come out and hula dance in her front yard, and it's so much fun.
Dogs.
We've got lots of lights. Lots and lots of lights. Very pretty. Well, we're gonna finish the night of lights with some lights on the trees up here by the pool and some joy.
And a penguin.